Hello, hello. This is Christina, your host today, and today is a new episode of KSM Podcast, Going Business Online with Christina. And I'm so excited today to have my special guest, Nevena Bazalac. Nevena, welcome to the new episode of KSM Podcast.
Thank you for having me back. We did this a while ago, and I see you grow podcast so much success. So well done for you. And I'm excited to share and help the listeners in any way I can.
Thank you, Nevena. I'm so excited again to have you on my show. And can you share about you? Tell a little bit about you. Introduce yourself for our audience.
Yes, so I know that people are here looking to grow their business online, right, with you and getting so much value. So me, I am a business consultant and a coach, certified coach as well, but I focused mostly on consulting businesses from startup and medium sized to large companies. Been working that over last decade. And yes, I'm always here to support. I will talk a little bit more about methodology I use, and we're going to have a specific topic today. But the idea is how to grow the business, always how to grow business, how to put system in, how to get more clients and customers, and then how in general, when you already are growing or big companies, how to put systems and operations in place that your business is running smoothly and profitably.
That's great. And I know just for our audience that you were shifted your business, like what you were before you start consulting and your company and your agency, how I can say that. Can you share with us how people from totally different industries could be such successful coach and consultant in terms of growing business, like to start to help companies to grow?
Yes, it's a great question. Yes, because when I started, my background in the way of education and university was in psychology, child development, completely something different. But I was actually my whole life in sales. I was always in business. And even when I moved, I was young in my early 20s in Dubai. I had my first job as a manager of nurseries and schools because my background was education and psychology. However, I realized early on it was a private business, and CEO would come and be like, sales, sales, sales. Yes. So I learned that sales is everything. And I was like, oh, I thought I'm in education, but I'm actually in sales. So that was kind of the part for me. And when I opened my company in 2019, fully to work just on my own to grow it, yes, my focus was helping educational institutions like schools and nurseries. And then COVID hit, which closed the whole industry basically, and I lost all my clients. And I was like, wait, I have to shift. But this what I know and what I'm doing, I don't have to limit just for this industry. I can transform and make a system that's working across different industries. So that's how I shifted. And to answer your question, I'm someone who believes that we shouldn't be put in the box, right? It doesn't matter what you studied. It doesn't matter if you did something 15 years. If you want to shift and do something new, if you are bored, like go sell your business and start something new. I'm really someone who think that's exciting. And I always say, I don't know what I'm going to do in 5 years. I don't know if I want to continue doing this. As you know, as we discussed, I'm building my own Airbnbs. I'm going to definitely be more in hospitality. My goal is to be an investment, to have multiple sources of income and, passive income as well. So I it's going to be exciting for me in 5 or 10 years. So we change, and I believe we should always be able to pivot. That's very important quality for entrepreneurs to deal with all the difficult times and challenges. So you have to be able to pivot and don't be in a box and don't stress, oh, I'm only doing this, how I can become someone else. You absolutely can.
Yeah, I know. And if Bob, if yeah, if I can do it, you can do it. Just like Bob Proctor said once. And yeah, this is amazing because when we have some so energy and courage to shift something, either that you're a coach, you wanted to do investment now, and and help yourself to get more stream of your income. Yeah, that's
Yes,
that
absolutely.
that's like, and I know that you run podcasts as well, because just share a little bit about that
Yeah,
part of
my
your
podcast is
business.
called the Entrepreneurship Lab, and it's all about giving value. I started it giving value. A lot of episodes was myself, just sharing my system, my method, helping people, giving the information that I use in my consulting so people can take pieces. And those who cannot afford or they don't feel it's the right time for them to work with me, they can still get a lot of value. And then I started interviewing amazing guests, experts in different areas. And I mean, we are now having billionaires well known in around the world. We are over 100 episodes, and it's a consistency process. It's about giving value, being consistent to your message and what you're doing, what you're passionate about. And for me, I always say, if I have all the money in the world, I would still be doing this because I love it. Like, I just love helping someone scale and grow, and I love recording. I'm, with podcast connecting with incredible entrepreneurs around the world, and it's just such a good energy, and it's a pleasure to do that job.
Yeah, and I saw once that we have this one of guest speakers who were the same, same person, but we didn't know from between each other that we will have the same person. So I saw that, and that guy so was my guest speaker. So yeah, it's really amazing what you do, and I really do. Just like I'm so impressed with your work and your transition in your job and how you help people globally. So today maybe we wanted to talk about some, like, let's say a little bit different of all my episodes, like a little bit masterclass. And I know that you said before we start our show today that you wanted to talk about running business and sales, something, just that would be, maybe we can share much more about it, so that could be so beneficial for our audience to get to know, maybe if they wanted to start business, they're in stuck, or they just have the idea but they don't know how to do it, or just maybe just to share a little bit about it.
Yes, thank you, Christina. So I think sales are so important because if you're starting, we talk about start, there is no business without sales. And then even if you're a big company, it's very important to know your numbers and run your numbers. So I know we have a limited time, and I like to be straight to the point so people can take notes and get with this episode, with some really practical things. But I will start talking about my method that I created that I use in my consulting, and that's MSA, and that stands for mindset, system, or strategy, and then action. Because I spent years investing in so many different coaches, courses, and I was always missing a piece. And I was asking myself, well, I'm missing something. And some of the programs were covering mindset, which is really necessary, and it is number one, but there was no action point, or there was no clear action. I would get out with incredible energy, pumped up, and I was like, but what do I do now? So I didn't know what I can actually do. And my whole consulting is focusing on, first of all, where are we? And if you talk about sales, in my sales training, we actually, in my consultancy, we dedicate at least 2 3 weeks to sales at the beginning, and this is where guests really see the shift. Because first we have to work on mindset, because all of us have limiting beliefs about sales. We believe this doesn't work, or we believe nobody will buy if we sell something for $5,000 or $500. And so we all have some kind of limiting beliefs, and a lot of people really feel sales are negative thing. So let's say you're a coach, or you're selling a product, you're creating a product, but you're like, I don't want to be pushy. I don't want to get out market. Guess what? You have to get out there market. You have to be excited, because if you truly believe about your product and service, you have to go out and talk about it, share it, spread the word, whatever. And then sale is just the result of that. So I think this is very important for everyone starting, is to understand in every area of business you have. And today we can talk about sales. We have the mindset part, and then we have to have a system or a strategy how we are getting there. And then when you have clear steps, you have to take action. Without action, nothing happens. And if there is one difference between people that succeed and those who don't, and I see that with my clients as well, some have incredible results within weeks. Some they're very happy with the program, but they very honest. They say it's on me because I didn't take any action. And you have to take action. That's the only difference between successful person, not how intelligent they are, not how much school they have, not even how much knowledge they have about sales and marketing and how many diplomas. It's really about who taking action, making mistakes and then be like, oh, this worked, this didn't work, and they continue going and continue growing. So this is the most important part of the puzzle. But if you're missing a mindset part, it's going to probably be very hard for you to take that action. So that's why it's like a circle, and we have to cover all the areas, and we're constantly going back and forwards when we want to take a next step. What's stopping you? It's probably mindset, or you don't have a system and knowing how to do things. So I think this is a very important start point to understand.
Yes, it's very important, and thank you for sharing that. When you coach people, I saw sometimes from your that you put on social media, or many people in some big, in like a conference, you have maybe 50 people in front of you. And can you share with us how do you coach them, or just do some like a lecturing, or like in some um, big
Yes.
spaces in hotels or some rooms, or share with
Yes,
them
I
that
think
about the sales?
yeah, it's super exciting because it's really about, for me, always giving value. It doesn't matter if it's one-on-one or it's a group. I had events from 20, 50 people to 250 CEOs and business owners in Dubai and in different countries. So it's really, for me, when if you ask me about a group and delivering to the group, it's really you have to keep people attention, and you have to make it real and honest, and you have to, I like to incorporate a little bit of humor and make it funny and give examples, of how people market or how people sell. And then I even did like much bigger events online on Zoom, where it's harder because you don't feel the energy, you don't see the people, so you don't know who is sleeping, who is following. So you always have to ask questions to see if the audience is really following you, and you ask, hey, raise your hand if this happened to you, or stand up. And you have to use also that kind of motorics that get people, our bodies, after sitting a long time and energy goes down, we become sleepy. So you have to kind of engage them to get their attention. And I love live events. That's the most fun part, and I miss them. I haven't done one in a couple of months due to moving and the other businesses I'm doing now. But that's like really something I love, to just engage with people, get them on their feet, get them excited, full of energy, and, take notes and get out with a lot of value.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate it, and it's so important to be with in person, as you said, just to see who just follow that, who take action, and other things. So I want to get back on your when you mentioned sales, and when people need to take action, and we need to talk about it, like to get out of the box, to walk and talk to. And do you think and what is difference, for example, from your practice and your experience, from people who you coach before? Do you have maybe you can see the difference between people who take action and who don't take it? You have those results. Can you share it with us about your clients and their experience, and what you experienced with them, with people who take action and they're successful, the other one? So we need time, just like to take action, and to maybe word of mouth. How, just about maybe that for our audience to
Yes, I
connect
mean, I
with
will
that.
share one of the most powerful sentence, or a question. Actually, it's a question I ask, and I have this whole workbook that I use when we are consulting, and this part is a coaching, right? So asking questions for person to discover their own limiting beliefs. And some people really have less limiting beliefs about sales, some people more, but this one question shifts the mindset of every single client so quickly. It just takes 1 minute, yes, to change your mindset. And I ask them, if you're not out there selling your product or offering your product or a service, how are you doing at this service to the people? right? And usually I have to repeat 2 or 3 times, right? If you're not selling, how are you doing a disservice? You understand, Christina? So if I have a skill that I can help someone get 10 more clients, maybe that's it. 10, maybe they will have 100, maybe they will have five, but I say, let's get 10 clients in next 3 to 6 months. If I don't go out there and talk about it, I am doing this service to every single person on the planet who wants to get more clients. And then with their business, they're helping more people. If somebody is a photographer, they can help people with amazing, photographer and grow their business, with photography. If somebody is coaching, they're out there helping. If somebody is a nutritionist, accountant, lawyer, they can, when they get more clients, they're helping more other people. So this, when they start looking at sales in that way, hey, if I don't do out there, just talk, promote, and like, it doesn't matter if it's like cold messaging or ask for a referral. I'm actually doing this service to people because I always say to my clients, it's not my responsibility to or I am not having expectation who's gonna become my client or not. Okay, I don't care about it. My responsibility is that everyone I come in touch with can know who am I helping and how am I helping. If it's for them or not, that's not my concern. But I have to be out there to share this message. I have to be out there to, I really feel like it's my responsibility. And I feel like one part of my big mission as a woman is that there is so many women out there. There are more and more now, of course, with incredible billion-dollar businesses and million-dollar businesses, but it doesn't even have to be in that scale. I just feel like I cannot quit. There is something very big in me that I have to go on because there are people following you, there are people watching you, and you are, in a way, inspiring people. And if I'm doing that with one person or a million people, it doesn't matter. But I have to show up. I really feel like some big responsibility to continue showing up because I know that I'm pulling people towards being better and more independent, and a lot of women struggling out there with independence financially and starting their business. So I think we have to be role models. And this one question really shifts everything. And then, yes, and then if they still feel a problem, I just ask, so do you not believe in your product? If I'm making, I don't know, I had a client who makes vegan cheese, right? If she feels, for example, uncomfortable, I ask you, well, wait, you love to eat your own cheese. You want your friends to eat it. So why wouldn't you go out and be excited to share, hey guys, try it, try it, try it. And that's the answer. Because if you believe in your product or service, you just should have responsibility to go out and share. Who will buy? And trust me, sales and success will never come in the way you imagine it. It will come. I believe in this. Everything we want, it will come, but rarely comes in the way we imagined it. So my life has shifted so much in the last couple of years, and I never imagined I will be doing things I'm doing now, but I am still on towards the same goal. So I think don't take the responsibility to know how and where will all the clients come. You just take responsibility to share your message and talk about your product or service.
And especially when you talk, when your body language, that you're so excited, especially when you do something from your heart, this is full potential. I mean, like a full point, how I can say it. Because as you said, more how we talk, when we talk more and more and more, more people know about us. As you mentioned, it doesn't mean for me that it doesn't matter who will be the person who need my service and clients will connect and send me a message or find me and say, okay, I want to work with you. I really want to, I need your tech service
Yes,
and
exactly.
products.
Exactly.
It's really and from your psychological part is so in connection, like what you
Yes.
do before.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's very logical. I mean, to connect with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And can you, what do you have something like as a freebie or free something for our audience maybe to share with all, just something like that that people, I know we'll share all information how listeners can connect with you and
Yes, I
And
have an ebook. I just have to connect with you and maybe we give a link to the audience. It's called Jumping into the Unknown. So this is about really mindset when you are starting as an entrepreneur. But I highly recommend guests to go on Amazon and take my book called You Don't Have a Business. Okay, this book, it's so worth it. You have everything from exactly following MSA method, mindset system, and action, and I talk about mindset, I talk about marketing, I talk about branding, I talk about systems for sales. It's an incredible book, and I put everything I'm coaching people I just wrote as a book that you can read, and you will learn so much. So I think go on Amazon and get You Don't Have a Business, my book. It's definitely worth it.
yeah, I will put all information. I will put all links below this. It's going to be on a video on YouTube and Spotify. I mean, Apple Audio and many. I saw that it's going some link of Spotify goes more than 20 platforms. So this is so I'm super happy with that. And also, people can connect with you via your website. I mean. Can you share with us? I will put on link. Just people sometimes they like to more to listen than to just to read about it, but maybe
Of
it's
course,
easy.
of course. Yes, so podcast, if you like podcasts, just podcast is on all platforms called Entrepreneurship Lab. Okay. And then if you want to connect with me, my name Nevena Bazalac in on all social media platforms and the company LA.K E Consulting.org, ORG. It's a website for the exact companies where we provide different services. So you can connect on that as well.
And thank you so much, Nevena. And before we ramp up our episode today and show, do you have some final message for? I always ask my guest speakers, just for people who wanted to start business, who wanted to shift something, who they don't have mindset, maybe they are stuck with that, or just to connect with you and like, people, please connect with Nevena. She can help you a lot. Like she
Yeah.
help every many entrepreneurs all around
I
the
would like
world.
to finish not just with advice, but actually with something I teach people when it comes to sales. And it doesn't matter if you just started or you're Amazon, everybody are using simple four pillars of sales. Okay. And to increase your sales, there are only four things you can do. Okay. First, you have to increase number of prospects. You have to get more people knowing about your business and inquiring about your business. Second of all, you have to increase the size of transaction. So it means if you want to get more revenue, you simply can charge something that you were charging $50. How can we make packages or products that we can now charge $500, or how can we go to $5,000, right? So first we had a number of leads or number of inquiries. Then you can increase your size of transaction, and then we have to think about increase the frequency of transaction, which means how often are people buying from us? How can I get people to come back and back? And this is, like I said, like loyalty cards for coffee shops, different things that you can do, gifts for your guests, for your clients, and even Amazon did Amazon Prime. And I love to give this as example because people believe that they are earning money on subscription. They're earning money because they remove delivery fee. And then a mom at home who just did grocery but forgot the nappies and wet wipes for her baby, she's now going back on Amazon and ordering from Amazon because she knows she's not paying delivery. So they increased like huge percentage of sales because of this. It was not about $19 subscription and how much money they get on $19. It's about how we increase the frequency of transactions. So people are buying more and more and more. And then lastly, you have to increase the number of introductions or referrals to get more people. And this is of course, a lot of businesses are depending only on referrals, which you shouldn't. But this is the easiest sale because somebody is already trusting their friend or the person that refer you. So the chance you will close the sale should be like 99.9%. If somebody refer me a client, I'm like, they're looking for my service. This is it. This is a closed sale. And you have to increase that because those are actually the easiest sales out there that you can get. So follow these four steps and then go in your business and think, Okay, how can I do number one, more prospects? How can I get in front of more people today and tomorrow and every single day? How can I increase my packages and repackage to sell simply my time, more valuable, or my product more valuable to get more money in one sale? And how can I get people to buy from me over and over again? And who can introduce me to someone today? And if you do this every single day, small steps, you're going to see huge, huge difference.
Yeah, no, thank you so very much for sharing that as a final message. It's like our masterclass and show today. Thank you again. It was such a pleasure having you. And I really enjoyed. It's going to be so helpful an episode today, just for people to get to know more about sales. And also, if you wanted to connect with Nevena, you can connect on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and also on your website. Can you repeat
Yes.
again, please, your website?
www.lakeconsulting.org.
Thank you so very much. And as I said, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. And I can not wait to have you again. Wish you a lot of
Thank you.
success
It will
in
be a
all your
pleasure.
business and transformation, what you wanted to do. Thank you so much and have a lovely day. And bye for now. Bye.